Who is not returning your phone calls right now? You said, I asked if Chuck Knowles is not returning your phone calls, but you said you think he's been out?
No, I said, I recently learned, darn it, I wanted to talk to them. I recently learned that, well, according to Iguchi, Chuck Knowles has been out. I only heard from Iguchi because in response to a letter that was sent to them, Chuck Croft here had sent a letter. Chip, we very dearly refer to him as Chip. But anyways, a letter was sent to Captain McClure of the LAPD requesting, I'm sorry, an email, not a letter, an email, was sent to Captain McClure of the LAPD requesting that Detective Merrill from the Missing Persons Unit be put back on the case. Not necessarily to replace Iguchi or Knowles, but to participate in finding my trees. And there's all types of stories of how he so-called sent me a letter, which to date I have not received, and that was the purpose of Iguchi's call, because they claim they sent it to the wrong address. And I said, well, why'd you send it to the wrong address? The same address that was used, that was filed on the missing persons report, has not changed. So I don't know why, but I'll give it to you again. So no one has returned my call to tell me when this letter is going to come, why Detective Merrill is not going to be put back on the case, or if she is going to be put back on the case. Lieutenant Rosen from the LA Sheriff's Department was supposed to call me back within 24 hours to tell me when we were going to have the green light on the drones. He has yet to return my call. He was supposed to give me an update on if they were able to pull a positive DNA extraction from the items that I submitted of my Teresa's clothing articles and her inhaler, so that they can have a complete set of DNA to put in the FBI missing persons system, because that's what they've offered to do at the FBI level, was to put her DNA in that system, and I forget the acronym for it. Maybe you can help me out. Okay, well, so along with my DNA, because Michael Richardson refuses, for whatever his reasons are, to provide his DNA. I don't know, he keep making some reference to Mark Furman, which is irrelevant to, you know, getting our daughter's DNA in the system. However, we provided some articles of my Teresa's so that they can extract DNA, do a cross-reference to my DNA to make sure that they have a positive match. I haven't received anything back on that, and I forget what else I'm waiting for because my memory is shot.
Yeah, the drone thing.
Definitely the drone.
Why do you want Detective Merrill on the case?
Detective Merrill, when she was first assigned this case, this is when the LA Sheriff's Department kicked it over to LAPD, just trying to get rid of it. She was so involved. She kept us abreast of any and everything that was going on. She was very assertive about any lead, any detail into my Teresa's case, and any evidence that would lead her to the possibility of finding her. She was very thorough, but number one, she was family friendly. She understood and she understands the emotional process that this is. And she just has a very nice bedside manner, if you will, as they refer to doctors.
So the information that she was able to get us in those last minutes was, it was just a lot of information. After that, it's like it stopped. No more information, no more flow of information, no more nothing. And I don't think that you can go from her giving us all this information to all of a sudden there's no more information to give, just pull. So I don't know how much more information that she would have gotten, but she was certainly actively working in the case. And this is over the weekend. This is what she could get between a Friday, and remember, she got the case Friday afternoon. So I talked to her about 7 o'clock in the evening on Friday, and I think she was assigned to the case around 4 o'clock. So between there and whenever the last time I talked to her on Monday or Tuesday, gosh, I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, but early in the week, she was able to get that much information and do all that interviewing in a very short amount of time. When she was leaving, we were doing an interview on, that's why I don't remember what day it was, but it was on John and Ken on the radio show. And we were doing an interview with them, and 15 minutes before the show aired, she called us and said, look, I'm going to give you some information, and this will probably be the last time that I'm going to talk to you. And the way she talked to me, it felt strange, but I listened really, closely to what she was saying, and she just started rattling off like statements that Maitrice had made in the restaurant, various things that she had said at the restaurant, stuff that we didn't know beforehand that she had just found out. And then she told me that this was going to be the last time that she was going to be able to talk to me. She didn't tell me why. At the time, I kind of thought, well, maybe because I'm not Michael or Latice, maybe she can't talk to me anymore. But then the next day, the next morning, Latice told me that she had been removed from the case. And then that's it.
Feel that Knowles or Iguchi kept in that much contact with you?
Definitely. And not to mention that Knowles has specifically said, which is interesting because he acted so shocked to see that the family, was filing, a lawsuit for, wrongful death. He said he has sat in my office on at least 3 occasions, well, two in my office and then another location, and told me, look, she is dead, and most likely she has succumbed to the elements. So his belief is that she's dead. So that's probably why he's not as actively searching for her, in my opinion, as a missing person. He just believes she's not out there anymore. He won't consider that she could have been trafficked, even though when we went to the search on the 9th, they said the footsteps stopped here and then they're just gone. They stopped in a place where she could have gotten in a car and maybe she wasn't even trafficked. He said it's not likely because those things don't happen in this community.
Where's the footsteps stop?
You know what? I can't, because I'm not geographically inclined, but it's on
Malibu Canyon?
Yes.
On the road.
Just on the road. Because there's dirt, right there.
Yeah.
So it's like right there, so they know where they stopped. But so I mean, very likely someone could have picked her up. It's but he won't consider that.